breathes outside the body. Membrane oxygenation is similar to an artificial lung. So what we are doing is basically taking blood out of the child's body, sending it to a circuit which oxygenates the blood, removes the carbon dioxide, and gives it back. So who needs ECMO? So all critically ill children, in spite of the best treatment, they will not survive, or at that stage they need ECMO. So we will have children with respiratory failure or lung failure, and in spite of the best treatment, they are on the maximum ventilatory support, maximum oxygen support, and still they do not respond to the treatment, then ECMO is a lifesaver. So ECMO gives them time for the lungs to heal, recover, and similarly for when you have heart failure or the heart doesn't work, the ECMO machine takes the work of the heart while the heart can heal and recover. And the difference between a ventilator or ECMO machine is even if you use a ventilator, the ventilator, even 100% oxygen, it still relies on the lungs to do the job. But and if the lung is inflamed or damaged or injured or thick, the membranes are thick, it won't do. So that's all that ECMO helps.
Neonatal ICU. So this ECMO in pediatric requires a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, and experienced team. We have Dr. Vinod, neonatologist, Dr. Kalai Maran, pediatric intensivist, and we have expert cardiac surgical team headed by Dr. K.R. Balakrishnan, and we have team of cardiac anesthesiologist, cardiac intensivist, respiratory therapist, rehabilitative medicine department. So with all this setup, we can actually have a good outcome with ECMO, because as I said, ECMO is a complex procedure. Unless you have experienced team, it's very difficult to get the outcome. So in that way, it is a great moment. And so many hospitals may be doing ECMO once in a while, and that to adult ECMOs, but pediatric ECMOs in very few hospitals it is done. But I think nobody has a exclusive setup for the ECMO.
Which we call ECMO. It's not a very, it's been around for a while. It was first introduced by Dr. Robert Bartlett in the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor in 1984, long time ago. And the first baby to survive, and it's essentially introduced for newborns. Even though now we are making a big thing of promoting children, this technology was actually invented for newborn babies with meconium aspiration and respiratory distress syndrome. And the very first child who survived for Esperanza was a Spanish-speaking woman. She is now, I think, a mother of 3 children, who is born with meconium aspiration, and most of those children used to die. So we started doing ECMO, Suresh and I, in this city, and amongst, I think we are the first in the country, almost 20 years ago, where we were in Brampton. At that time, the technology was primitive. We didn't have a great oxymeter, we didn't have good cannula.
There is always a need for neonates, so neonatal care. neonates or babies with certain conditions. So at the minute, it's all everywhere, present everywhere. So what we have is actually centralization of services is very important. So you have a baby in a small hospital, they do ECMO once a year, doesn't work. So we do all the time. So the skilled personnel all here at a center, your outcome is much better. So all over the world, centralization of a service and a highly specialized and skilled service like ECMO. So that's why we wanted this dream to start, and we have started this excellence at MGM Healthcare. And what we are actually providing is hope for the families of children and babies who have severe lung or heart failures, and they are at the end and they don't respond to treatment. That's where we can provide the best ECMO support. And overall, what we have here is we have specialist skilled teams. We have the entire teams, and we can also transport children on ECMOs. We have a dedicated phone line which will be manned 24 by 7. So any parent, relative, or physician can pick the phone and call us, and we can advise you. And if needed, we can come there as a team, put the child on ECMO, and retrieve the child here to MGM Health.